Big reports about some major WrestleMania 42 matches are already coming out, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out what's new for Randy Orton, Charlotte, and more. Starting things off with the big reported matches for WrestleMania 42. According to Body Slam, Stephanie Vaquer is allegedly set to take place in a massive match at WrestleMania 42. Stephanie was just called up a few months back, and it was clear from the start that the company strongly backs her, and they're going all the way with her. She won the world title shortly after getting called up, and it has had some amazing matches and moments ever since. And now Stephanie is about to enter a feud and defend her world title against Hall of Fame superstar like Nikki Bella. So you can easily see the trust and faith they have in Stephanie as a talent and her overall star power. She's the world champion, she's feuding with all these big names, and her title reign is absolutely staying red hot. And if what these reports are saying about WrestleMania 42 turns out to be true, it's sounding like there's a chance that Stephanie's title reign could continue into the new year and into WrestleMania 42 season as well. It's being reported that Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley are currently being viewed as the top two potential opponents for Stephanie to face at WrestleMania 42. And it's not sounding like it'll be a triple threat. It's sounding like they will ultimately pick either Becky or Rhea to face Stephanie in a singles match at WrestleMania 42. And honestly, you can't go wrong with either option there. Becky Lynch has been doing great character work lately. She's had a great run as Women's Intercontinental Champion. But assuming she drops the title here in the near future, the only logical thing for Becky Lynch to do at that point is to come back after the world title and get involved in the main event scene there in the women's division. And if Stephanie is still the champion, that would put Becky and Stephanie on a collision course for WrestleMania 42. Stephanie being the amazing talent that she is, and Becky being the future Hall of Fame and WrestleMania main eventer that she is, they're bound to put on a classic match right there. Similar idea for Rhea Ripley versus Stephanie's matchup. Stephanie has actually been very vocal about her dreams and desires to face Rhea Ripley in a match. It's something that Stephanie has mentioned a countless amount of times over the last few months, so there's a lot of hype there for these two women to face each other. If they do go down this route though, it is interesting to wonder who exactly would be the heel in this matchup. Does Stephanie remain as the babyface role and Rhea Ripley transitions into being a heel? Would she teeter on that tweener side? There's a lot of intrigue there now for how that story could play out. But no matter which they end up going with, either matchup does seem like it has potential to main event night one at WrestleMania 42. And Triple H has said it before. He said that the WrestleMania main event spots are not handed out. They're demanded and earned. If a program and story is on fire, that's what gives them the right to one of those WrestleMania spots. So in order for this WrestleMania 42 Stephanie match to get a main event spot, the story would have to be absolutely fantastic in order to lock down that spot. But if the plan is for Stephanie to be featured in a massive WrestleMania match in 2026, then it looks like we can continue to expect major things for her over these next few months. The sudden disappearance from Randy Orton has been a popular topic amongst fans in recent weeks. Things have been a bit off for Randy Orton storyline-wise in 2025, especially recently when he was gone from television, returned for a bit to feud with Drew McIntyre, and then vanished again. Fans were wondering if it's a creative issue or what exactly is keeping Randy Orton away from television so much. Randy Orton appeared to provide some answers to his recent disappearance on a new Instagram post. Randy Orton revealed that he was recently on a long vacation away with friends and family. He posted a few pictures and went into some detail about the vacation and how he just got back home from it. So with Randy Orton confirming that the vacation is now over, first thing WWE fans started talking about was Randy's potential return. It looks like this vacation could have played a role in Randy's recent disappearance, but now that it's complete, maybe there's a high chance we see him make a grand return to Smackdown. Randy's return should definitely be a big deal. That's the type of moment to close out an episode of Smackdown. So fans are hoping that the return for Randy Orton is not far away from happening. As far as what Randy Orton could get involved with when he returns, it seems like the easy answer would be that he gets involved with everything related to Cody Rhodes and the WWE title. Last time we saw Randy, he was sticking up for Cody and defending him, so it looks like we can expect something similar here for this upcoming return. Also can't forget that Randy Orton is a suspect in the backstage attack on Jacob Fatu, so that's another potential story direction for him. Maybe he comes back looking heroic and helping Cody Rhodes, but there's a chance that he very well could secretly be the Jacob Fatu attacker as well. So there's definitely a lot of possibilities for Randy Orton to jump into with his upcoming return, and hopefully he gets involved in major things right off the bat. It's been a week of unexpected and surprising title changes. First, it was the Women's United States title, and now it was the Women's Tag Team titles. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair literally hit 100 days as champions, the same day that they lost the titles on Raw this week. The dethroning of Alexa and Charlotte is a bit surprising because they were absolutely on fire with their title reign. They elevated the tag team titles. They were in constant great title defenses and actually had a lot of story and feuds going on all at once. Like we saw, Lash Legend and Nia Jax unite with each other on Smackdown, looking like they were going to be a new amazing threat for Alexa and Charlotte to defend their titles against. But then Alexa and Charlotte suddenly lose the titles to Asuka and Kairi Sane on Raw. So a little bit of an anticlimactic end to Alexa and Charlotte's title reign, but still have to appreciate the reign for what it was and the incredible work that they did together. But with the tag team titles now being out of the picture for Alexa and Charlotte, this is making fans wonder, how long will Charlotte and Alexa remain as a tag team going into the future? Will they stick by each other's sides? Is a betrayal coming? Will they peacefully part ways? How will they handle that? We saw how they just superly heavily teased Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair a few weeks back on SmackDown. So is that something they're about to immediately dive into? Everyone assumed Jade versus Charlotte would happen way down the line, but with the tag team titles now being gone, it does have fans wondering if that feud is closer to happening than we all thought. So is the split about to happen for Alexa and Charlotte? If Charlotte goes after Jade, you have to imagine that Charlotte will remain as a babyface, especially since Jade is a brand new heel. So where does that leave Alexa Bliss? It's something that's been discussed for several months. Everyone expects Charlotte to flip the switch, go back to her old ways and attack Alexa. But what if Alexa turns heel and attacks Charlotte? That splits the team up and keeps Charlotte in a babyface role, while Alexa turns heel, goes insane, and can eventually collide and join with the Wyatt Six. We were recently discussing the major thing that the Wyatts said they're waiting on. Well, could that turn out to be Alexa? Hopefully we get an answer to what the fate is for Alexa and Charlotte's tag team in the very near future. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.